Welcome back to the ET Money Show. Let's move on to the next discussion. Money is a tricky thing. While we all desire it, not all of us build healthy relationship with our money. And for the past couple of days as well, even stock markets have also added to some stress of the investors. So today onto the ET Money Show, we thought of getting you the right person to help us decode the mantra of mind over money. With now today we are being joined by Dr. Manish Jain, who is a senior consultant psychiatry at BLK Max Super Speciality Hospital. A very good evening, Dr. Manish, and thank you so much for joining us today on ET Now.
Good evening. My pleasure.
Well, yes, same here. Let me get on to my first question to you. So, money disorders are not considered specific mental disorders, but for some, it is actually a big stress point. They must be having their own reasons to associate with, but like some of they say that it's all in the mind. So, just want to understand what are your thoughts on how much psychological baggage and irrational association affect the decisions we make about money?
See, the kind of scenarios that we come across as clinicians, so we generally find it is the mindset only which puts the person in a very comfortable zone. And again, the mindset would be responsible that a person believes that maybe things are not right and maybe his finances are not right. So generally, we get across people who have a lot of money, a lot of savings, but still the scenario would be that they would feel that they don't have anything with them.
Okay, but Manish, a lot of time that's the greed playing and ruling our decisions, especially in the stock markets. We see that because a lot of investors, when they're sitting at good returns, they're not booking their profits and they just tend to miss the train. How to overcome greed? Stock market was just an example to quote, but other than that, that's a phenomenon in day-to-day activity as well. We do face that. How to get over that? What is your advice on this?
See, generally, we advocate that any financial activity, any business activity, any job related activity should be associated with the short term and long term goals. So we should have a goal in our mind that this is the plan of action that we have to execute. This is the financial freedom or the kind of financial independence that we are looking at. Then we have to scrutinize the kind of effort that is required for the same and the kind of return that we have to get out of maybe an investment like a stock market. So if the assessment and the orientation is right, then the chances of making a mistake would be less.
Okay, but Manish, just wanted to understand for our viewers that what is the best way to concentrate growing your money? Because once you know that you are in a financial turmoil, how to get over that? What are the things that one needs to consider? Is that something that they need to stop doing? How to change and make a shift in their thought? What will be your advice on that? Because that how to change the thought, I feel, is the most tricky thing to deal with.
See, if our planning is right, if our thought process is right, then will be there will be higher than normal chance of getting the results. So what mistakes people make is that they become unrealistic or maybe get carried over by the kind of returns or the kind of uh, returns they see on the coming. So because they're not realistic in their plan and greed comes in, so that there comes a risk of having like spending the money or making a loss actually.
Okay, but sometimes it what they are doing and where they are losing money becomes a habit sort of a thing. Want to understand what all things they need to be taken care of in this particular scenario.
In this particular scenario, like for example, if we talk about investment, then the target has to be clear, the risk taking capacity has to be clear, and the returns that they have to be they are looking at generating have to be clear. Generally, the mistakes that people do is they're not realistic in the demands or the needs that they have, and they end up making mistakes.
Well, yes, and we see a lot of time happening because mostly we see people around in the stock market. So, from that perspective, thank you so much, Manish, for joining us today on ET Now and helping our viewers understand how to get their mind over money.
Thank you so much.
Okay, but with this, it's a wrap to the ET Money show for today. But thank you so much for watching. It's a thank you from me and the entire team who put the show together.